For more, we're joined now by Randa Slim, Director of Conflict Resolution at the Middle East Institute. Thank you so much for being with us on the programme this evening. Randa, Iran is tonight vowing it will launch what it describes as a strong attack to any retaliation from Israel. Benjamin Netanyahu leaving no doubt that he does intend to retaliate. We don't know when, we don't know what that retaliation will look like, but what are you expecting?
I mean, it is definitely a very dangerous moment, one of the latest in this region. It looks like, as you just put it, Israel will retaliate. The question is where? Is it going to hit inside Iran? And if it's going to hit inside Iran, what it's going to hit inside Iran? It's going to be oil terminals, nuclear infrastructure, military facilities, and then how will Iran respond?
And can Israel wage a third war? It's already in Gaza, obviously, for nearly exactly a year now. It's had those incursions into Lebanon as well. Does it have the resources to take on another war in Iran? And does Netanyahu have the backing at home?
Well, I think he has the backing at home. We have seen his popularity spike after what has happened in Lebanon, after the assassination, especially targeting Sayyid Hassan Nasrallah of Hezbollah. However, he cannot do a war with Iran or against Iran without the support of the US, not only support politically, but also support militarily. So, and so far, the statements coming out of the White House, particularly the National Security Advisor, seem to indicate they are in conversation with the Israelis. They are in conversation about the Israeli response. And it doesn't look like there is a veto on an Israeli response to the Iranian attack. It's just, I think there are discussions about and debate about what kind of Israeli response and what's its scope.
Yeah, because in the last few minutes, President Joe Biden as well, he said that he remains fully supportive of Israel, adding that Washington is in discussions with Netanyahu about how to respond. But is there any evidence that Benjamin Netanyahu is actually listening?
Well, I mean, the behavior of Mr. Netanyahu in the last month does not suggest that he listens to what Mr. Biden, asks of him. But also there is debate now in the United States about really what did Mr. Biden want Israel to do, especially in this latest attack against Lebanon, invasion of Lebanon. I mean, the reports coming out of people out of the White House, based on reporting with a senior White House official, is that, in fact, they are supportive of Israeli actions against Lebanon and inside Lebanon. And they feel like this can provide a once-in-a-generation opportunity to reshape the Middle East order. I mean, maybe they need to speak with Ms. Condoleezza Rice about that opportunity to reshape the Middle East order in 2003 following the US invasion of Iraq.
And the US as well is calling on every nation in the world to condemn this attack. The EU has done so. Various countries independently within Europe have as well, but we've seen celebrations on the streets in Lebanon. We've seen people also celebrating in Gaza. Is Washington out of step in its unwavering support for Israel?
It's out of step, yes, in its unwavering, unconditional support of Israel and of Israel's, continuing violation of every single norm in the international order, which Washington, which DC worked hard post-World War II to put together. And so, yes, it's out of step. However, I would have to say that we have not heard really much condemnation from Arab countries against Israeli attacks on Lebanon or Israeli assassination of Hezbollah military commanders. And we haven't yet heard anything about the Iranian retaliation and possible Israeli response. So it's a mixed bag reaction from the region. I think most countries in the region would not mind Iranian footprint to be reduced. I don't think it's going to be eliminated, but to be reduced tremendously in the region. But I think there is also wariness of an escalatory spiral that will bring the whole region into a major conflict.
Is that where we are, though? We've been worried about this for months now, the prospect of an all-out regional war. Are we there?
I think we are. We are in an all-out regional war. Again, we are very close to it, to the brink, in my opinion. It's going to depend on what Israel will do next and then how Iran will react to Israeli action. But definitely, we are in a war on multiple fronts now. You have Israel of course, fighting in Gaza. In the West Bank, there is also now it's invading a sovereign country in Lebanon. It's attacking, it has attacked Yemen. It has attacked, and now it's threatening of attacks all over the region. And so definitely there is a regional war going on.
Randa, we'll have to leave it there for now, but thank you so much for your time on the programme. We do appreciate it. That is Randa Slim. She is Director of Conflict Resolution at the Middle East Institute.
Thank you.
Describing the missile